welcome to the Guilty as Sim podcast. I am Renee, and this is Katie.
Hello.
This episode is sponsored by Landgrab Industries. So Nancy reached out to us and wanted to pay us like a buttload of simoleons, and I know it's not the best company, but I was like, you know what? Let's go for it.
Yeah, we're not picky. Any other really dodgy companies want to sponsor us in simoleons, then, we're interested.
Yeah, totally into it. I'm ready. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about expansion packs.
We are.
I figured we should probably talk about, like all of the DLCs. But then I was looking at the list of all the DLCs and I was like, fuck doing that in one episode.
In one episode. It's like 65 things, isn't it? At this point? It's absolutely outrageous.
That would be crazy talk. So yeah. I figured it made more sense if we broke it into expansion packs, game packs, and then maybe combining stuff packs and kits. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens when we get there. There's like more kits than there is other DLCs at this point.
But it would be very nice, wouldn't it? Since there are so many different kits of very, very different styles, since that's kind of the point of kits.
Yes.
If they would let you specify different kits in the fucking catalogue.
Yeah. That's...
Which, by the way, if you get the Better Build By mod from Twisted Mexi, it does that, which is one of the reasons
Mexi,
why.
We will be waiting for our check for that sponsorship right there.
I plug Mexi more than anybody else in the entire world, I swear. I owe him for basically all of the content I've ever made because I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't have his mods because I want to smack someone in the face every time I play The Sims. That and MC Command Center. I need them.
Yeah, that's the one that I use.
The one mod to rule them all.
Yes.
The one mod to find them.
But they were all fooled because another mod was made.
Didn't finish off the thing.
What?
One mod to bring them all and in the darkness bind them.
Well, listen, I don't know if I want to say this on the podcast. I don't really like Lord of the Rings. I've made it through half of a movie.
What?
And that's it. I love the book.
You're a fucking weirdo.
I read the book when I was like 8.
Which one?
And the
Fellowship.
All of them.
Oh my god.
All of the books. Every single one.
You're a weird person.
But yeah, I cannot get into those movies. They are so not for me.
Wow.
I know. I'm sorry.
Okay. Should we talk about expansion?
Yes, let's talk about some expansion packs.
Yeah.
So right. I made a lovely little list so we can
It is a lovely list.
It is. Thank you.
Very pretty.
So I made them in order of when they were released because I figured that made the most sense.
That is the order that most simmers go by.
Yeah. Exactly. So we're just going to kind of talk about each of these expansion packs, maybe what we like, what we don't like, what could have been done better, all the normal bullshit that people talk about when they talk about expansion packs.
We went into a lot of detail on the worlds last time, so we'll try and not.
Yeah, we'll try and tone it down this time. That was a lot.
A lot of content creators end up getting everything, not necessarily because they're obsessed with it or because they get them for free from EA, because most of us don't, but basically because it's very difficult to make content when you don't have all the stuff. So a lot of people who are just like, I don't really need all of them, because you don't, by the way.
No, you don't.
If you're just a casual player, do not buy all of them. What are you doing?
No, please don't waste your money like that.
Yeah, some of them are really, really not worth it. So yeah, people are often asking me, and I'm sure you as well, like, which are the best ones?
Yeah, all the time.
So hopefully we can share our favourites, and we have quite different playing styles, so hopefully we'll be able to cover quite a lot of different options.
Yeah,
lots of things about the building and cast sides things, as well as the gameplay.
Yes. So our first expansion pack brings us all the way back to 2015.
Wow.
I know, it was a long time ago. My God.
I didn't have The Sims 4 back then.
I don't think I did either. I got mine right around when bowling stuff was released, I think.
I got The Sims 4 in January 2019.
Oh my God. Okay,
I know.
So I had mine for a little bit of time before you, because I can't remember off the top of my head when bowling
stuff came out. It was only 6 months before I made my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because I was playing by the time Island Living came out, and I had absolutely no interest in it. It took me a long time to complete my collection, and now I'm at the point where I'm buying them as they come out.
That's honestly the way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, who could possibly just go, oh, I'm really into this game, I'm going to buy all the DLC?
because it's like $1,000 at this point. That's absurd.
Enter giveaways, people, and get them when they're on sale.
Yeah.
Don't fuck
Ask
about.
for them for Christmas, your birthday.
Yep. That's
Valentine's Day, Halloween.
My birthday in 2019, I put like 5 things down on a list. And then for my birthday, Tony's family bought me all of them. And I was so happy. I was like, oh my God. And I was so excited.
So nice.
Tony's mum is an avid simmer. She's a big Sims 3 player. She's still playing Sims 3 because she's building a medieval world.
Oh,
when she found out I didn't have seasons, she was absolutely horrified.
Oh, no.
She was like, you've had The Sims 4 for months. Why haven't you bought seasons yet? And I was like, I've never had a seasons expansion. She was like, what?
Oh,
I was like, yeah, I didn't have it for Sims 3 or Sims 2 either. And so she had to make sure that I had seasons. And I got a few others, and it was so much fun.
Oh, that's really sweet. My mom would never. She's like, you already have The Sims.
This is like, Tony's family. This is not my family.
Yeah. I don't think Rob's mom would either. She'd be very confused by it. All right. So the first expansion pack that was released was Get to Work, which
top tier.
For the first expansion pack to come out, I mean, I don't really have a ton to complain about with Get to Work.
The only things I have to complain about is the fact that it's almost 10 years old. A lot of the textures and stuff need a refresh because they just look lame. Some of the hair meshes, they need to be redone. And some of Get to Work has been broken by subsequent packs. And that's not Get to Work's fault.
No, that's the fault of the Sims team that does not do cross-compatibility with their packs very well. And I feel like that's an issue, especially the more packs you end up getting. Like at this point, I can't use the calendar in the game.
Oh, it's awful.
It's ridiculous. You can't get rid of prom. So if you have like why is prom every single week?
Is it?
That's insane.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it's so ridiculous. And then every single week they have the cheerleading thing and the football thing and the Finchwick fair and the this fair and it's too much.
Back to Get to Work.
So anyway, Get to Work. What did Get to Work come with? Get to Work came with 3 active careers, which are the scientist career, the doctor career, and the detective career. And now I love the active careers.
Me too.
I think at this point, again, because it is almost a decade old at this point, it's a little much sometimes. Like the detective career, I think we've talked about this before, how the detective career just like simply doesn't work.
It got broken
most
by
of the
seasons,
time.
basically.
Yeah, it's all over the place, but which is really sad because the detective career out of the 3 of them is my favorite.
I've never done the doctor.
Doctor career, I'm working on that one, or I was. One of my like regular just gameplay people was a doctor, and it's just so repetitive.
Yeah, I've done the scientist twice now.
I feel like that one's also repetitive, but not as bad as the doctor one.
I don't know what you get out of being a doctor. Being a scientist, you get some really cool shit that you can use.
Yes.
Like the cloning machine.
Yeah.
So my super sim, she's a spellcaster, like the top kind of witch you can be. And she maxed out the scientist career. So she has 2 different ways of cloning things at this point. She has a cloning machine and she has the copy pasta spell.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And it's like, it's really cool. You get a freeze ray and stuff. Scientist career. I love it. The first pack that I got was Get to Work because you can make shops.
Yes.
I wanted to run a shop. So I made my sim self, and because I only had the base game, I was an artist and I wanted to make my own art gallery. So I bought Get to Work purely so I could do that.
I also bought Get to Work because of the retail aspect of it.
Yes.
Because at that point in time, James Turner was doing his...
Is it the big wallets?
Yes, the big wallets. He was doing his rags to riches, and Lady Big Wallet owned this like factory art gallery.
Yes.
That I was obsessed with. And I saw that and I was like, I want to do that. So that's why I bought Get to Work. And I 100% like recreated his whole like factory setup.
Amazing.
And I did it was so fun. I love owning a retail store.
Me too.
Specifically because you can build it like with their apartment in there.
Yes.
Like they're not really living there, but you can have them like live there and just have their store. And I love that. I think that's awesome. I really wish there was mixed use lots.
Oh, don't get me started, mate.
I know, but and we also got our just the best world in Get to Work, and it was Magnolia Promenade.
I can't imagine in 2015 only having 2 worlds so far and then getting that shit.
Yeah. Here's 4 lots.
Seasons didn't come with a world at all.
Seasons didn't.
So I'm just like, you didn't have to have a world with this pack.
Correct.
If there was too much else going on, but at least could that world have had a hospital and a science lab and a police station in it?
Yes. I don't understand why those are like entirely separate things. That's a little weird to me.
Also, aliens.
Yes, we did get aliens with. I totally forgot about the aliens.
The forgotten occult.
We said this before. I can forgive them because it was the first time that we got an occult sim.
Yeah, they dropped the ball.
There's really nothing to them. It's a sim that happens to be blue.
They can do stuff.
Yeah, but
the thing that annoys me about aliens is that you cannot become an alien. And I know that makes sense because how could you become an alien? Like, either you're from Earth or you're not. But with everything else, like my super sim, for instance, I'm going to be, I'm a spellcaster at the moment. And then eventually I will stop being a spellcaster and she'll become a vampire. And she'll do the whole vampire thing. And then after that, she's going to have to become a werewolf. And at some point, I probably a mermaid. But you can become those things.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, overall, I really like Get to Work. I think Get to Work is a pack that people should own.
Top tier. S.
Yes, S tier pack. Just between the active careers and the retail system alone, I think it's worth whatever it is that you're going to spend on it, especially at this point, because it's probably going to be on sale because it was the first expansion pack that was ever released. So
I was just thinking though, Renee.
Yeah.
You know the rank things that people do?
Yeah.
Should we do one together? Like our joint ranking, and then we can share that when we bring the podcast out?
Yeah. That's a good idea. So next up, also coming out in 2015, we had Get Together. I mean, can we get a little more creative with the names? Because I feel like that was a little lazy.
Yeah, get living.
Yeah.
Get pets. Get seasoned.
I mean, like, at least, like, keep it all as Get Something or change them all so that they're not the same.
What would you do for city living? What would you call that?
Get to the city.
That would work.
Get pets.
Well, they couldn't call it pets. They had to call it cats and dogs because...
That's true.
Guess what, kids?
Get weather.
Get wet.
And then there's Get Famous. So that's already done for us.
You just ignored what I just
What did you say?
Get wet.
Get wet. Perfect. Nailed it. Then there's like Get to the Beach. Get to university. Get a degree.
Get a degree.
Get schooled. Oh, no, we can't do that.
No, that should be high school years.
And then there's
that would be Get Schooled.
Eco.
Get green.
Get green. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Get snowy.
Get snowy.
Get farming. Get schooled for high school years.
Perfect.
And then
get growing.
Get growing. See? Look at that. Did you see that, Sims team? We just fixed all the names of your packs in 2 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. So anyway, Get Together.
Get Together.
Came with the big things, which were the club system and Windenburg.
Yeah. Windenburg. Beautiful.
Yes. So we've already talked about the worlds, but yeah, it's a very pretty world. I like it. But to base an entire expansion pack off of the club system seems a little game packy.
Yeah.
Like, because what else really is in that pack that's new? We got, I think...
bakeries or something, isn't it?
Like cafes?
Because baking came with Get to Work.
Did it? Oh, yeah, because you could own a bakery. But yeah, the club system, I think, was really kind of the main selling point of Get Together.
I very, very rarely use it. So it's one of my tips in my 100 Baby Challenge tips video, like homework clubs and baby daddy clubs. But I never, ever do it.
I will say that in like my normal gameplay, because I do a lot of like family style gameplay, I use clubs in every single one of my games.
Oh my God. Okay.
Because I make like a family club. So it's not even really like a club. It's just the family members are all part of it. And the things that they are supposed to be doing are like doing your homework, taking a shower, eating food, cooking, like things like that.
Yeah.
So that way, as they're just living their regular lives, they're earning points. And then I can use those to like influence their moods or like you can get all those extra traits that are like you do homework faster or you gain charisma faster. So I do all that kind of stuff just to increase my skill game.
Wow, that's hilarious. I've never done that.
I use it in every single one of my games, but I still don't think it's expansion pack worthy.
No. Build mode.
Build mode is really good. It's got a lot of good stuff.
Hot shit.
Especially if you like the Tudor style.
I like the way you say Tudor.
Tudor. Oh, I was so listen.
What's all this then?
I'm Anne Boleyn, don't you know?
That's not how... Okay, whatever.
Oh, God. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I like Get Together.
Tudor.
I think that it is useful in some context. I think the world is really great. I think it's a good one to get if it's on sale.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's really super necessary.
Where would you put it on as an SABD? No, I missed out C. You know.
What are my choices? So we have SAB.
S is like, I don't even know what S stands for. It's like super duper.
Yeah.
And then ABCD. Honestly, I'd probably put D.
I'm going C.
Yeah, okay, we'll put... But what would be D for expansions?
Well, we're not there yet, so hang on.
We'll see.
I'm going to tentatively put it at a C. Don't go out of your way to get it.
No.
But the next one that came out
City Living
was in 2016, and yes, it was City Living. Came with apartments. It came with festivals.
I'm not that huge fan of City Living, to be perfectly honest with you.
Really? I love City Living.
I basically only use the world when I want to have an apartment. But I quite like building a penthouse. That's fun.
See, I actually don't like the penthouse. I like just having like a set space where like, hey, this is your apartment and this is the only space that you have to be able to work with. I think it just kind of narrows me down a little bit while I'm building.
Okay.
The festivals are pretty nice. I don't go to them all the time, but I do enjoy them.
They broke though as well.
Yeah. I mean, everything's broken from like 2020 before.
The gaming festival is broken by, again, seasons.
Yeah.
Because everything's outdoors and it's all electronics.
Yes, if it rains, you're fucked.
Everything's broken.
Yeah. I like the flea market. I like that a lot.
I like that.
I like the Humor and Hijinks Festival because you can win money.
I must admit, I quite often go to the festivals.
I don't like the Love Festival.
Oh, I don't mind that one.
I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of boring. The Spice Festival, it just kind of depends on my mood, I guess. I don't know. I'm not super into that one either.
Yeah.
And then the gaming one or whatever it's called. That one's okay. I mean, it's nice to kind of break up the mundane gameplay that a lot of people just kind of fall into. You're like, oh, there's a festival. Maybe I'll go do that.
I don't know what it is about City Living. It's just one of those ones that's like, okay, yeah, I'll have it there. And I like what it adds to my game, but I've never really thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, if I was going to recommend my favorite packs, it would not be up
I don't
there.
know. I really like City Living. I think it's nice. I think it's one of those packs that I don't want to say it should, because I don't like saying that things should have come with base game, because base game is base game for a reason.
Yep.
But I think that parts of City Living should have been in like apartments.
Yeah.
There should have been apartments in base game. There should have been some semblance of a festival in base game, even just like at the parks or something. So this is all stuff that I feel like is pretty basic and just adds a little life into your gameplay, but should have kind of already existed in some form.
The question is, when you're saying should have come in base game, do you mean, I feel like a lot of people don't really know what they mean when they say that. It's like, do you mean that the game should have come with that originally? Or do you think that as the game developed, that should have been added as an update?
Either or.
Because the apartments thing, there's no reason why when you get the game now, there's no apartments.
Correct.
You still have to buy an expansion.
Yeah. Like, why didn't we get a new Crest that has apartments? Or why don't we have the ability to make a lot an apartment and then like set different like floors or, something along those lines, but something apartment-y.
Maybe just one. Just one in Willow Creek in the corner or something. Just add one in.
They seem like such basic features to a life simulation game.
I know. Like, how many people who play The Sims live in a house? Even? Yeah. I don't live in a house. I live in an apartment. A flat, as we call it.
So yeah, city living, I feel like, is just one of those that you should probably have it, but like, don't go out of your way to buy it if it's not something that you're super excited about. You know what I mean?
Would you be comfortable putting it as a C?
Yeah, I would be comfortable putting it as C.
I'm going to put it as a C.
I do think City Living is better than Get Together, though.
Yeah, definitely. But I would also put Get Together as a D.
Yeah.
So
then next up in 2017 was Cats and Dogs.
This was the second expansion that I bought because my granddad died and I was sad.
Oh.
And he didn't have any pets or anything. Like, this is not like anything to do with him. I was just sad.
Oh, well, sometimes when you're sad, you just need to buy things.
You just need to buy things.
Yep.
I like having a pet. in the family, but it's not a prerequisite for me.
Yeah.
Some people, they have to always have a pet, but to me, it annoys me when I don't have enough slots for people.
I agree. So cats and dogs came with obviously cats and dogs.
Funny that.
But no other pets.
Can we just compare that to The Sims 1? Sims Unleashed gave you cats, dogs, birds. Mm-hmm. It just had loads of shit.
Yeah. We still don't have birds, even with other...
You're right.
Yeah. So cats and dogs. You can own a vet office, which I think is really cool. I actually enjoyed that a lot. And then we got Brindleton Bay.
I like Brindleton Bay, as I've said before. And I like the vet thing. I've been a vet. Not in real life.
Yeah. I like having my Sims own their own spaces, like stores or restaurants or vet offices, or like, I like that because it's a little bit more, you're actually playing the game rather than like, okay, go to work, bye.
Yeah.
Cats and dogs, I'll admit, is not my favorite pack.
It has some issues, but I do think that when you're looking at cross-pack compatibility,
it has the best.
It does. If you have cats and dogs and then all the future packs, generally the one thing that the Sims team takes seriously is how pets react to things that happen. So paranormal and cats and dogs, they are fun together. When I did my paranormal gameplay, I had a cat and a dog, and they were both freaking out at everything when like the house was haunted, and it was really cool. Yeah, so I think cats and dogs is a great one to just have. To me, it's kind of like now that I've played Seasons, I'm like, okay, well, you need Seasons and you need cats and dogs.
Yeah, it's like it's a background pack, if you will.
Yes.
Like you need to have it just to have it.
And people think it should be in the base game, and I can see why it's not, but also, how can you have families without having pets at all?
Yeah. And I mean, it's only cats and dogs, so like how hard would it have been to just put... Again, I don't like saying things that should have just been in base game, but like, I mean, you could have just given us some pretty basic cats and dogs.
Tell you what they should have put in the base game is small pets. Yeah. They should have brought out cats and dogs, and they should have done a free update that gave you hamsters and rats.
That's it. Nailed it. Yeah. Overall, though, cats and dogs, not the most exciting pack for me, but I know that you like it a lot more than I do.
I'd put it at a B, honestly.
I would put it at a D.
We'll go C then.
All right.
Split down the middle. Upsets me to put cats and dogs next to Get Together.
I feel like we got to move Get Together down at this point. Get Together's got to be a D.
Yeah, shocking D.
Seasons was next. Seasons was in 2018. And with Seasons, we got no new world, but we did get weather, season, holidays. We got the calendar system, which is now base game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting now as well, because you're looking back and you're going, what do you get from Seasons now if you get it?
Weather.
Because weather.
You get weather and you
seasons.
get seasons.
Yeah. The build, I quite like.
Yeah, the build
it's quite
is nice.
Simple.
I feel like it's very blank slate. Like it doesn't...
If you're thinking of like add-ons to the base game, Seasons just makes sense.
Yes.
There's not one specific thing you're doing with the Seasons.
Yeah.
But like, it's a necessity.
It is a necessity, but as an expansion pack, I think it's pretty disappointing.
Yeah. At this point, I'm like, yeah, get it because you need it. But
yeah. Father Winter, why is he everywhere? Like, you go to Sulani for vacation and, like, Father Winter is, like, sitting in his fucking bathing suit. Also, we got the Flower Bunny, but there's no holiday for the Flower Bunny.
She never turns up for me.
That's because there's no holiday for it. No,
I make Easter.
Oh, okay.
I say the Flower Bunny comes, and she don't fucking come.
That's annoying.
I've never had her come.
We did also get Patchy in that pack.
Oh.
Which, he's pretty great. He's pretty awesome.
We love Patchy.
10 out of 10 NPC.
The one sad thing about Patchy for me, you can't have a baby with Patchy unless you add him to your household. Yeah. Which is a problem for the 100 Baby Challenge because you're not allowed to add baby daddies to your household.
Oh, yeah.
My third matriarch was, like, in love with Patchy. They were, like... And it was a torturous existence for him. He's a sentient scarecrow watching her sleep with 100 other men.
Fiero. Do you know what I'm talking about? Please
Of course I know what I'm talking about.
All right. So overall, I think you need Seasons, but I don't think it's the most exciting of all the packs.
No, but you have to have it. But
you need it.
That's upsetting more than anything though.
Yeah.
Because like
I'd put it at a B.
Yeah. I will.
That's where I would stick it. Because you need it, but do you really?
Get Famous.
Get Famous was next in 2018, and honestly, I love Get Famous.
It was one of the 5 that I got for my birthday.
I think it's a great pack. You get the fame system, which is so well done.
The fame system is good.
Fame System's really good. The Fame System is basically, I mean, Vampires, I think, was before Get Famous. So Fame System was kind of based off of the Vampires.
Was it?
System, I think.
Oh.
I think. I'm pretty sure. And then we got the Werewolf System, which is very similar to the Fame System. I just like the idea. The Spellcaster System, I feel, is also pretty similar. I like the way that they do that. I think that's really cool.
I love the Spellcaster System.
Yeah.
I love
just
that.
all these different systems, just to kind of, whether it's an occult or, getting famous, just to kind of move your sim and give your sim different things to do.
We need more of
quirks
those
that come with it. Yeah, we do need more of those.
I don't think I've ever actually managed to complete that aspiration.
I complete, because there's 2 aspirations that came with Get Famous.
One of them is celebrity and the other one's the actor one.
Exactly. And I have completed both of them. I have gone through the entire acting career. I love the acting career. I think it's great.
I don't mind it, but I don't think it's as good as the other active careers that came with Get to Work, and it annoyed me in that way.
I can agree to that, for sure.
Because I kind of thought, this is an even later pack, and there's only one career that comes with it? Well, clearly. Also, it should have come with more careers than that. It should have come with, like, a musician career.
It should have come with a musician career. I totally agree. Yeah.
Why don't we have that?
Because we kind of got, like, a little thing of a musician career, because you can get famous by playing instruments. And then there's also that, like, music production booth thing.
Yeah. You can get famous from doing anything, though, with Get Famous.
That's true. This is true.
You can get famous by being able to generate grilled cheese from thin air, as I know.
Yeah.
Honestly,
so that might be a little much, but
I think that the aspiration that I've completed the most times is the secret one, which is the grilled cheese aspiration.
I don't think I've ever actually completed that one.
It's really fun. I like it.
It is. Yeah.
And it's
I don't know. I
weird.
always forget that it exists, so I just never do it.
Yeah.
I like Get Famous. I don't like the build buy and Get Famous.
No, it's very niche, isn't it?
It's like very vintagey, glamoury, opulent.
That kind of really tacky, kind of expensive but horrible kind of thing.
It's not my favorite.
No.
The cast is not bad.
Yeah, it has a few things.
But it's also not super memorable.
Has some nice formal stuff.
I can agree to that.
You need that for, like, the award ceremonies and stuff.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, pretty sure they don't come up. Do they come up on the calendar?
I think they do.
There's quite a few things.
I'm pretty sure they do, but you have to, like, look for it.
Oh. Yeah. I always miss the award ceremonies, though.
If I'm playing, like, an actor, I will make sure, like, I'll make it a point to make sure I don't miss them. But yeah, otherwise, I'm not really paying attention to it.
It's a bit of fun. It's not one of my favorites, but I really liked it when I got it. I don't like the world, though.
I like Del Sol Valley. I just wish it had more lots.
Yeah.
Not too many more. Just like that one neighborhood that has like Vanessa's house in it. Like, why aren't the other 3 houses also buildable?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I haven't been there
there's
for
like
ages.
There's like 2 houses in that area that are buildable, but then like they're situated in the middle of like 3 just like background houses that could very easily have been buildable lots, but they're not for some reason.
One thing that does
Also,
really annoy me. Oh, carry on.
The lot sizes in that pack are really weird.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just very strangely sized. Like there's a 50 by 40 or something ridiculous that's like not meant to be like a giant house. I don't know. I don't get it.
No, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, the other thing that annoys me about Get Famous, I was going to say get Together. There's too many gets.
I know.
Oh, they should all be, as we said earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, the thing about that is celebrities and what they can do, but what you can't do back.
Yes.
So a celebrity can just wander into your house and you can't tell them to leave because you're too embarrassed.
Yeah, like you can't do anything.
Sorry.
They're just there. Like Judith
sorry.
Ward is just in your house.
Yeah, if Tom Cruise wandered into my house and started using my computer, I would say, "Excuse me, sir, what the fuck are you doing in my house? Who are you?"
Tom Cruise, get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "Not. Oh my god, I'm too embarrassed to talk to him. I'm so excited that he's using my computer and he broke into my house." Like, no! And like they will do annoying things, like they will chat you up at a bar, but you can't talk back to them. There's some broken things.
I think it would depend like on the celebrity. Like if Tom Cruise broke into my house and started using my computer, I'd be like, get the fuck out of my house, you Scientology bitch. But if like I don't know. Trying to think of a celebrity that I actually really, really enjoy. Fuck, why can't I think of anyone?
If anybody broke into my house, I would be concerned.
No, there's certain celebrities. If they broke it, like Bruce Willis pre-dementia, like if like die-hard Bruce Willis broke into my house and used my computer, I would probably pee my pants and pass out like all the Sims do. And I'd be so excited. I'd be like, oh my God, Corbin Dallas, multipass.
I was going to say something weird, and I'm not going to say who I'd be excited to be in my house because it's weird.
Because it's weird. Is it Tiny Tim? Isn't it?
We watched Insidious the other day, and we were talking about, because that song is featured in it and like a demon listens to it. It's very weird. I mean, it's not really spoilers. Insidious is not the best horror movie, but it has Patrick Wilson
in it. And he's another one. He can break into my house any day of the week.
Patrick Wilson horror movies. He will be in the first 2 of any horror movie series, and they will be amazing. And then he'll disappear, and you'll carry on watching the rest of them, but you'll never see Patrick Wilson again, and it's very sad. Yeah, this goes for The Conjuring and for the Insidious movies, which we've watched all of them.
He is a man of many, many talents.
We watched all the Conjuring films, and then we were watching the Insidious films, and Tony's like, we need more Patrick Wilson films, and I was like, we need to watch Phantom of the Opera.
Yes, you have to watch Phantom of the Opera. You also have to watch Hard Candy.
Oh, hello.
Which has baby Elliot Page in it.
Oh, I have not seen this. Okay.
That's a really good one. You need to watch that one. But definitely Phantom of the Opera, because he's really good.
Yeah, that film bothers me as an English person. Because
that's fine. It can bother you all at once.
Because the way that she says Raoul.
I mean,
Raoul.
Yeah. It's not really a name that we have over here, so.
I mean, it isn't here either. It's French. Yeah. But if everybody's got English accents, you'd be like, Raoul. This is your name. Raoul. Not Raoul. Yeah. But Patrick Wilson is a beautiful human. No, I was going to say Richard Dreyfuss because.
Oh. I'm
in love with Richard Dreyfuss.
No, I'm with you.
In Jaws.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, he has
my heart.
He was my first crush as a child.
I didn't watch Jaws until I was like 26, 27.
No, I watched it when I was like 7 or 8, and I was like, I want that one.
Also, like, my partner, I feel, has Richard Dreyfuss vibes.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
So basically what we're saying is it's really not all that weird that a celebrity could approach you at a bar and you would just word vomit all over yourself and not actually be able to talk to them.
I don't know, though. If Richard Dreyfuss was in this room using my computer, I feel like that would be the icebreaker I would need to engage in conversation. I wouldn't be unable to speak to him. I wouldn't only be able to ask him for an autograph.
I guess.
I would be like,
could you imagine? He's just playing The Sims on your computer and you're like, can I have an autograph? Can we take a selfie?
Yeah. No, the answer is, if Richard Dreyfuss was playing The Sims on my PC right now and I walked in my house, I would say, excuse me, Richard. It's very nice to meet you. However, how the fuck did you get in my house and what are you doing?
Fair. Okay. All right. I get it. It's fine.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think I like Get Famous more than you do.
Yeah,
because I would put Get Famous at an A. And I know you would not.
No, I would not. I think it has to go at B for me.
Okay.
Is that okay? Is that acceptable?
Yeah, I can concede to it being a B for sure.
I don't know what's an A yet for me.
No, I don't know yet. I think we're working our way there.
We're gonna have to rearrange, I think, when we get there.
Yeah.
We're like halfway through.
So then next up was 2019, and it was Island Living.
Yeah.
Oh, Island Living.
Love the world. Everything else.
It had so much potential.
There's some really nice things about it. Like, there's like festival things, but they're not in the calendar still.
Yep.
So you never know when they're happening. It's just kind of like, if you walk down the road, there'll be this crazy thing happening. And you'll be like, oh, okay. Yeah. No one told me. No one invited me.
No one sent me a note. Post-it, nothing.
They also, your neighbors will bring you food, which that's the only place that happens. I don't know why it doesn't happen in any other world, which is why it's good for a rags to riches. I quite like that.
That's true. Yep. Mermaids are kind of meh.
Yeah, oh god.
Meh at best.
Big meh. Oh.
Yep.
They're very pretty. I like making them in casts.
Yeah. Cleaning up the island is like fun for like a second and a half.
Oh, I've never done that. Ugh. I mean, I've never done the whole like cleaning up the island, making it pretty thing, and I've never done any of that. Can't be bothered.
It's kind of nice to see the change in the island.
Yeah, I have no idea what that looks
like. It does change fairly significantly.
It's pretty when it's polluted, though. It's a bit weird. Like, I love it anyway, having never done that. Like, they could have made it look shitter.
Yes, I agree.
If that was part of the pack, was saving the ocean, saving the planet, then they should have made it look shitter.
I agree.
Yeah.
The conservation career is kind of cool.
Never touched it. Is it active?
No. It's like, it's one of those like kind of partially active careers. Like there's things that you should probably do because it goes hand in hand with cleaning up the island. Yeah. Essentially. Okay.
I mean, I've got to come to it eventually if I'm going to do the Super Sim, so.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't buy it. I will say that despite Island Living probably being my least favorite pack, it is the pack that like really jump-started my YouTube channel.
Really? Oh,
yes,
I know why.
Yeah, because every single person when Island Living was coming out was like, I'm making a siren. But sirens
you were like, no, you're not.
Aren't fucking mermaids. They're not goddamn mermaids. They're bird people.
Yeah.
You can't make a fish and call it a siren, you lunatic. So I made a video about sirens versus mermaids, and it got a stupid amount of views and like really kickstarted my channel. So I guess thanks Island Living, the shittiest pack of all of them, just kind of helped me out a little bit.
I will say that I love the world so much.
Yeah, Sulani is very pretty. So it's very pretty.
That boops it right up the list for me.
Yeah, just the build buy is okay. It's not my style, but it totally makes sense within the world.
It does, but you've got to want to make a island home.
Yes.
With it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
and then
it's kind of useless.
Same thing with the cast stuff. You have to like really want to make someone who lives on Sulani.
Oh, the cast stuff drives me insane because like, okay, I don't want to be disrespectful or anything. I know that like they're kind of cultural outfits and that's great, but they randomize too often.
Yes.
So you will have just like a bloke walking down the road and he'll jump into his formal wear and he will have a suit jacket with a tie and a sarong. Yes. And I'm like, no, don't put those together. That's
it's an interesting fashion statement for sure.
Yeah, like if they live on Sulani, give them a full traditional dress formal look. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But no, if they're walking around Willow Creek and they've got like a top hat on from Vampires, don't give them like a sarong skirt thing. It just and then like dress shoes.
No, I agree.
No,
I agree. I think the towny clothing system needs to be just a little better.
They said they fixed that. Did they fuck?
No. I don't understand why we can't, like, I don't want to make a sim. I want to make outfits for my townies to wear that could, like, be selected randomly by Like, I'm going to wear this full outfit.
The styled looks.
And, like, you could download outfits from the gallery. Like, why is that not a thing?
I know. If you want to have an exact look of somebody, you basically have to download that sim and then change the sim.
Yes.
Like, that's not right. No, yeah, I totally agree with you. I hate it.
It's annoying.
MC Command Center, you can copy outfits. So that's kind of the closest way you can do that. But you have to do it in live mode, and it's just dumb.
It really should be a gallery feature, though, I think. Just downloading outfits. But anyway, so I would put Island Living at the bottom.
I'll put it at C.
Okay.
Because I would honestly give it a B, I think.
Okay.
I probably prefer it to Get Famous.
No, I definitely prefer Get Famous. Island Living is definitely like my least favorite pack.
I use that world so much. It's like one of my defaults.
I used to. I don't use it that much anymore.
And I feel like if that was gone, I'd be sad.
That's fair.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't use it much of it. Okay, what's next?
2019, same year as Island Living, came Discover University, which I know that you're not a fan of, but I fucking love Discover University.
Couldn't give a shit, mate.
I absolutely adore Discover University. I think it's a great pack. I have no complaints about Discover University.
It's just occurred to me how... Now, I don't want to be a bitch, but looking at the expansions, they're quite basic.
Yes.
In the idea that they are like family gameplay, living your life, doing normal things that people can do, like owning a pet.
Yeah.
Or living on an island.
Yeah, there's not a single expansion pack that's really just kind of like
fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy or, you know, not just kind of everyday life living situations.
Yeah, which makes sense because they're expanding on the world as opposed to adding a weird element of gameplay. Like vampires make sense to be a game pack because it's a weird thing that you might not necessarily want. It's just a little add-on that you can like be like, oh, you can do this crazy thing with it. Whereas the expansion packs are more kind of like to have the full game experience, you kind of want to get all of them, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time, they're more expensive. And they don't always add as much.
Correct.
As some of the other packs. So it's difficult. But but when I actually look at them, I'm not really that much of a fan of many of them.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Like, the expansions are not my bag, apart from one in particular.
I think we're going to have a lot more fun with the game packs when we do game packs next time. That one's going to be good.
Oh, yeah. Well, I will. Because I love a lot of them. Big time.
Yeah.
Big fan.
But I think Discover University, if you play any sort of family gameplay or you like legacies or things like that, I think it adds just enough to break up the monotony of, okay, I was a teenager and now I'm an adult and I have to go to work. Like, it gives you a little bit of something to work for. I think the degree systems are really nice where you kind of, you know, get to pick what degree you're going to use to further your Sim's future career. I think that's nice fun to kind of, that's cool.
I think I've only ever had one Sim graduate. I have played it a bit. I played it more than a lot of these other packs.
It's like shockingly hard to graduate.
I know.
There's a lot that you're set. Like, you have to really micromanage your Sim in Discover University, which is interesting. But
the thing that annoys me as well, the extracurricular stuff in that pack, there's just no time.
Yeah, that's really tough.
And I guess that's most similar to my degree, which we didn't have any extracurricular things really because we were constantly working. Like, that was like 9 to 10 o'clock at night, basically, on my degree. It was
you
dreadful.
have to like want to do extracurriculars and then schedule your classes in an appropriate way. Like, you can't do 4 classes and then also be in extracurricular activities.
Yeah, and that annoys me because like, it's supposed to be fun. It's a game. It's a computer game we're playing.
Yeah. And then it takes too long to graduate.
Yeah.
And then, so I understand that. I think it could have been maybe streamlined a little bit better.
I got kicked out of college once.
Oh, no.
Yeah. She cheated.
Shame.
She cheated too many times. I think she cheated like 3 different times and she got caught the last time. I just didn't have
time. Shame on you. Shame on your cow. It's tough.
It was too much. It was too much like real life, okay? Uni was a stressful fucking time. I did not need to do that.
I don't know. I like you, Discover University. Discover University is probably one of my favorite packs. I would put it in A. I think the build buy is great. Oof. I like that there's kind of 2 different styles of build buy. There's like that dorm kind of style, but then there's also like
but the cast,
old antique furniture kind of style. I like the cast too.
I love the cast.
Yeah, it's like really well done.
It was the first one that they were like, let's make some fashionable clothes.
Yeah,
for the time.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I'm old, so I still like the stuff in that. And the stuff that comes with like high school years, I'm like, the fuck is this shit?
I know, right?
I'm too old now. For some reason, 4 years ago was fine, but now it's like, nope.
Yeah.
I turned 30 a couple of years ago, and then nope. No idea what's going on.
I think it would have been nice to combine Discover University and high school years somehow. Yeah. And I think that would have been totally fine as an expansion pack. Breaking them up seems like it's
cheeky.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say there is a lot of content in both of them. So there's also that. But
not that I've found. I haven't come across it all yet. But then again, I keep finding out things I don't know about in like there's like the secret societies in Discovered University. And I was like,
yep.
Hello. And
those are really cool. I like those a lot.
I do like the idea that they don't tell us everything. However, I think a lot of the reasons why people get misconceptions about how good packs are is because you don't know what you're buying.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've had this pack for like years and I have no idea about one whole element of it. And I don't even know how, I'd have to look it up somewhere of somebody who's written it down because they don't tell you.
Yeah.
I think they must hint at some things like, hey, why don't you try doing this thing? And then maybe something will happen. But I don't know. There's some packs where there's such a hidden secret element of it that is just too secret, in my opinion, that annoys me. That I'm like,
yeah,
I would have liked to know that I bought that because I would have got more out of it. But I feel like I missed out because I just didn't know. I wasn't looking for it. And I'm like, okay, I still have it. I can still play it. But when I was doing, like, I did, you know, a sim that I took to university, I feel like I missed out on some things.
No, I think there's a lot of fun stuff in Discover University because, like you said, there's all the extracurriculars, so that's pretty cool. Then there's the Secret Society extracurricular, which is cool. You can yarn bomb, like, the statues, so you can, like, do pranks and stuff. We got Shower Woohoo.
Oh, yeah.
In Discover University.
Is that not in base game now, then?
No, it is not in base game. Oh. It is in Discover University. We got the robotics station because we got the whole robotics skill.
Okay, that is cool. The robotics thing is great.
Engineering career path. We got the lawyer career path. Like, there's a lot of stuff in Discover University that a lot of people, I feel like, don't take into account.
No, I mean, I don't, because having multiple careers for me, if they're not playable, I do not see the difference. I'll just unlock the build by stuff anyway because it's boring to me to have to do that.
I don't pay attention to any of the career unlocks, but I like playing, like, the lawyer career. I like playing the engineer career.
What do you do? How is it different to anything else?
So those are, you know, kind of similar to not quite active careers, but like semi-active careers. So you can choose to work from home and you can do things from home.
Oh, I literally didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
Discover University for me is S tier.
I need to discover University more.
Yeah, you do.
See, I would put it at a C.
Yeah, no, I would put it right at an S. It's right up at the top for me.
We'll put it at A.
Okay.
Much to my chagrin.
We'll give it an A. You got to play it more, and then maybe you'll like it more.
Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't want to go to university. It's annoying.
Well, you should.
I've done that. I've done that twice, technically.
Go get a law degree and do the lawyer career.
Okay.
There's also isn't there the teacher career too? What did that come with? That came with Discover University, didn't it?
High school years?
Did it?
No, I don't know. I literally don't. I've never played it.
Hang on.
Somebody said that in my Super Sim, I have to complete all of the degrees. And to that,
That's too many. That's way too many.
That's way too many things. I'm not going to do that.
Discover University.
Aspirations, skills, careers. That's what I'm going for on my Super Sim.
So I got the Sims Wikipedia up, and we got a new aspiration with Discover University, which was the academic aspiration.
Yep.
But we got 3 new careers. So there was the education career, the engineer career, and the law career.
Okay.
We also got servos.
Yeah.
Which are pretty cool. We got Shower Woohoo. We got skill classes that you can take even if you're not in university.
Oh, that is cool, actually.
We got the facial piercings. We got some tattoos. There's so much stuff in this pack, and I think that people just straight up don't realize it.
Okay, yeah, I'm happy with it being an A. I'll accept it.
Okay. Fantastic.
It's not going to S.
Okay.
Not yet.
That's fine. That's fine.
But I have a feeling that my S pick wouldn't go to S for you. So we'll see. We're about to talk about everybody's favorite pack.
I love Eco Lifestyle.
What? What's wrong with you?
I use Eco Lifestyle literally all the fucking time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I thought that was going to be an automatic D.
No. Eco Lifestyle is S tier for me.
What about it?
So 2020, we got Eco Lifestyle.
Yeah.
Which apparently Katie thinks everyone hates, but I fucking love it.
I thought everybody agreed they was ball bags.
I love this pack. I love this pack. This is another one that there's things in here that I think that people are just not quite remembering.
No.
No, I think there is.
Tell me what I'm missing, and I will tell you whether I know about it and whether I think it's worth it.
Okay, so obviously we got Evergreen Harbor, which is personally one of my favorite worlds.
I've been there
I think
once
it's great.
And never back.
I love it. The Eco Footprint, which is not my favorite mechanic, but it does make sense. Totally makes sense.
It annoys me.
But you have the candle making station, which if you're doing any sort of like retail store or anything, I love putting candles in my retail stores. I think that's great. You can sell them.
They're so expensive to make, though. They're never worth it. They don't make you any money.
But it's for the funsies. It's not for the money. For the immersion.
Yeah, but I just feel like they should be less expensive to make.
All right, fair.
The dyes and stuff are so expensive.
The dyes are pretty expensive.
And it just doesn't add up for me. As like, I'm a big crafter. I have lots of crafts. I don't do candle making necessarily, but I have the kind of dyes that you use for candle making for like resin and stuff.
Yeah.
And they work out like more expensive to buy like dye enough for one candle than buying like fucking 10 real candles. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't make sense. And that kind of thing bothers me because I'm going, why am I bothering?
See, I'm always of the opinion that it is way too easy to make money in The Sims. So if I can spend my Sims money, I'm super happy to do it. Because bills are never expensive enough. It's not like you're paying a mortgage every single month. Like, you just have once you start making money, you just have this fucking money. Like, what else are you supposed to do with it?
I don't know. I don't know, I guess.
Right? Yeah. So we got that. We got the community voting boards, which are kind of cool. We got the water generators, the dew collectors.
Okay, I like those.
The solar panels, that kind of stuff.
Off the grid shit. Okay.
Yep. I like that. We got the dumpsters.
Did Off the Grid come with that pack?
I think so. No, Off the Grid came with Island Living, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I like those because I like having I did a cottage living let's play thing that I did as a rags to riches, and I started, and she like had a rags to riches farm, and it was off the grid.
Yeah,
and that was a lot of fun. And she had a little pond, and she would go and collect water from the pond so that she could like have showers.
Yeah,
that was really fun.
We got dumpsters, which you can dive in for like food and furniture. You can woohoo in the dumpster. Okay, that's awesome. You got the fabricators and the recycler things. Those are pretty cool.
They annoy me a bit because the recycling things confuse me a bit. I find it difficult to do that mechanic of the game. Maybe I'm just stupid.
I think it's because you're not using dumpsters. That's probably what it is.
I did have a dumpster. Okay, one thing that annoys me is the maker trait that came with that game.
Yep.
Does not apply to an awful lot of things in the game. I would consider myself a maker. I'm a crafter.
It's very specifically the fabricator, the candle making, the juice fizzer, and the woodworking table.
Yeah, which, fuck off. Like, there are so many crafts in the game at this point. Like, how does being a maker not count towards knitting or cross-stitch or, like, the fact that you've got,
I think it's because those things came out after Eco Lifestyle.
Yeah, well, go make that trait relevant, please.
They're not going to. So let's just get past that right now.
Because there's no trait to do with being like a crafty person. You have to be artistic.
No, there really isn't.
It really bothers. It really annoys me. And the fact that they were just... Didn't juice fizzing come with that one?
Yep. So you got juice fizzing. There's like the hydroponic garden planters. Those are pretty cool.
Quite cute.
You have the fuel powered generator.
It's got some lovely build by, I must say.
Mm-hmm. You have the insect farm.
Ew.
You have like the wind. I love the insect farms. I use those all the time. That came with a new death as well. Actually, there's 2 new deaths in this pack.
Hang on, what's the other one? I know the flies in the dumpster. What's the other death?
So there's the flies in the dumpster, but then if you use the insect farm and you create beetle juice, so if you collect stuff from beetles,
you automatically turn into a ghost.
You turn into a ghost if you drink 3 beetle juices. You got those vertical garden planters, and you can like grow meat on them, which is like the craziest thing.
I hate that.
I love that. I think it's hilarious. You got the community space lot assignment, which I think is fantastic.
I've never done that. It scares me. I don't understand it.
Oh my God. I love
like
them. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed.
Like the fact that you like can build like 3 different lots, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't like it.
And then you can change them to like suit whatever it is that you're doing in the game. Oh, 10 out of 10. Love that.
Maybe I need to make myself like a challenge that is specifically to use all the things I don't understand.
Yeah. I'm not even halfway done.
Live at Evergreen Harbor and get a degree.
Yeah, I'm not even halfway through all of the features of this pack. Because then we have the 4 new traits, which the traits are not the best. I will fully admit that. But we did get 4 new ones. So we got Freegan, Green Fiend, Maker, and Recycle Disciple. So those are kind of cool.
What's the difference between Green Fiend, Freegan, and Recycle Disciple? Because I always kind of see them as the same.
The Freegan does not like buying things. They're like very anti-consumerism and like kind of want to just like dive through dumpsters to find their furniture. So like when you go in and like buy things for them, they get upset.
When they idle, they hug bin bags. Just for anybody out there, if you are ever going to go with the Freegan tray and you're watching your game and you're like, why the fuck is my sim over there hugging a bin bag?
I think Freegan is not the worst trait if you're doing like a rags to riches.
No, I can imagine that's quite good actually.
Yeah, because they get really tense and uncomfortable if you're like earning simoleons or spending simoleons. So that makes sense for that. Green Fiend is working towards like wanting to make the environment more eco-friendly. So they're going to be more excited when you have like, you know, the dew collector and the wind turbine and all that fun stuff.
Yep. I understand.
And then the Recycle Disciple, they benefit from recycling and rummaging for bits and pieces. And if they're not recycling often enough, they get upset. They're not the most well thought out traits, but I mean, they're there. But then we got 5 new lot traits. So we got the Eco Lot, the Geothermal, the Landfill, the Natural Well, and Reduce and Recycle.
I don't think I've used any of them.
I use Geothermal and Natural Well pretty frequently when I'm doing Rags to Riches because it lowers your bills.
Oh.
So.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah. We got 2 new aspirations. We got the Eco Innovator, which is basically like doing kind of like the NAPs and, you know, saving your water and power, becoming a civil engineer, which is one of it's the new career.
I hate the naps. I hate the naps. I want them to die. I want to kill them with fire. Fuck off.
Yeah, I turn those off because they're not very well voted on. not a fan of how other Sims vote. There's also the Master Maker aspiration, which is obviously like fabrication and stuff like that.
It's just so specific.
Yeah, it is very specific, which I mean, with the way that the aspirations are made where they're not like a lifetime type of thing, you know, like we used to have, I would prefer them to be more specific because some of them are really broad and I don't particularly enjoy that. But we did get the Civil Designer career, which is kind of a cool career.
Never played it. No idea.
I like that one. We got the Crafter branch for the freelance career.
But again...
So that's kind of cool.
It only counts for bloody candles or like 3D printing, which is so weirdly... They're just so weirdly specific.
Yeah. What else do we get? We got Acid Rain. If you have... I think that's only if you have seasons. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
That's never happened for me.
Obviously.
What happens when you have acid rain? Is it funny? Like, is there something weird that happens? Do you burn?
I don't remember off the top of my head, honestly.
Oh.
I don't know. It's listed under the features.
Oh, okay.
There's, and then back to like dumpster diving, furniture making, influence. So you can, you know, like use your influence to convince other Sims to vote the way you want to vote. For neighborhood action plans and stuff like that. You can sell your surplus water and electricity for bills and all that kind of stuff. I think this is a great Rags to Riches pack. This is a perfect Rags to Riches pack.
Which is funny because I love Rags to Riches, but I've never done a Rags to Riches with the Eco.
I love what they did with Eco Lifestyle. And the thing with Eco Lifestyle to me is that it's so different. From other packs that we've gotten, because that was something that we were complaining about earlier. Like all of these packs are so similar and so like just normal everyday kind of life stuff. And then we got Eco Lifestyle and it was something different, which is what people had been asking for. Like, give us something different. But then Eco Lifestyle came out and everyone was like, no, not like that.
Yeah, so. I mean, I'm all about the weirdness, so it was never, like, if I'm looking at the ones that came out in 2020, Eco Lifestyle and Snowy Escape, neither of them were of very much interest to me, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, Snowy Escape's not we'll get to that one in a second. I don't really like that one, but I love Eco Lifestyle.
I do think that, like, it's very niche.
Yeah.
And
this is one of those that if you're not into this type of gameplay or this doesn't seem to appeal to you, don't buy it. You don't need it. It doesn't add anything that your Sims desperately need, but it is a fun pack to play, in my opinion.
I guess I use the features from it a lot. And the fact that you can build furniture.
The furniture's great.
The furniture you can build from the fabricator, you can get from Debug, by the way, which is one of the reasons why I'm like, I love that, but I don't want to have to make it. That's annoying.
I love the build stuff because you can build like container home style things.
Yes.
Like they gave you a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not super excited about like the windows. I don't really like the windows in this pack.
Oh, I use them quite a lot. Actually.
I don't like those, but I do like modern, they're in. There's like those garage doors, like the container doors. Those are really cool.
Oh, there's some cool shit. I made a storage unit in my Super Sim. I bought her a retail lot just basically so she could have a second lot.
Yeah,
and it is a storage unit for all the weird shit that she gets. Because when you have too much in your inventory,
perfect.
Your game will lag the fuck out. But if you can put them on another lot where you're not loaded into all the time, then your game will run better, just FYI.
Yeah.
Everybody out there who needs that tip. So when you're doing the Super Sim and you acquire a lot of weird shit that you don't want to get rid of because like you've achieved things, I made a storage unit full of containers that are all themed around a different type of thing.
Perfect.
And it was very cool. So,
yeah.
I'm not putting it at A. It can be a B.
Okay. For me, it's an S tier, but I will agree to B because I know you're not a fan.
I mean, yeah, I can see it having its appeal, but I wouldn't bother.
So then in 2020 also, we got Snowy Escape. I don't understand why they didn't come out with more expansion packs in 2020. Like the second they saw that COVID hit, they should have just ran out the gate with some fucking expansion packs.
They missed the trick there. No, they didn't bring out much, did they?
Yeah, no.
I guess it's because they planned them so far in advance and they just hadn't. But I mean, and also they were having trouble working. So
yeah, fair.
Because they were working from home. So that's a bit of a faff, innit?
Now, Snowy Escape is not my favorite pack, and it has absolutely nothing to do with like the location or, you know, the style or the cultural aspect of it. I think that is all.
I love that. That's my favorite part.
I think it's very nice. I grew up in New England and I hate snow. I just hate snow. Snow is not for me. I don't like being cold. I don't want to go skiing. I don't want to go snowboarding. If I'm going to go rock climbing, it's not going to be in the snow.
No.
So
I love snow.
It's just,
I grew up in Old England. We don't have much snow.
Yeah, no.
Not down here anyway. I'm in the south.
We get like feet of snow every year. I'm done. I hate snow.
Okay, fair. I don't like sports.
No. Okay.
So anytime a pack comes out and it's like, wow, you have basketball, you have soccer. I'm like, who fucking cares?
Yeah, I don't want that. I
don't know how many simmers are into sports.
Yeah.
Like maybe there's a big crossover, but I just don't see it.
No.
So I don't know why it's so heavily incorporated sometimes where they're like, ooh.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I like that you can vacation at Mount Komorebi. I think that's pretty cool.
However, that was a base game update.
Yes.
That you can vacation to any world now.
Yes.
Which I love. I mean, I love that idea, but I never really do it. I want to make more like Airbnbs and stuff, and I never bother doing it.
Yeah, I don't either. But yeah, I like how there's like rental lots already incorporated into the world, so you don't have to like change them to be rental lots. I think that's nice. The world is nice. It's a pretty world.
World is lovely. I like it there. Yeah. I like the festivals aren't bad either. They're quite fun.
Yeah. They're all right.
It is weird though because it's like clearly, I mean, it's Japanese inspired and it is snowy all the time.
Yeah.
As you would imagine. Mountain, blah, 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 blah. But when you go to a festival there, you could live somewhere like Oasis Springs and then just hop over to the fucking children's festival where it's a blizzard.
Yeah.
And you're making snowmen. And I'm like, well, how could you fucking do that? I mean, how far are you going? What is the travel time here? This doesn't make sense because I arrived instantly.
Traveling in The Sims doesn't make sense just in general.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense to me if it was a vacation world. But again, I don't like vacation worlds, so I'm glad it isn't. Don't approve of them.
Yeah.
They piss me off.
Yeah.
Everything should just be available to be at all the time, apart from maybe Batu, but that also could just not exist and I'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We did get lifestyles with which are
I like the concept, but in practice they bug me because they don't really work properly. Sometimes
every single one of my Sims ends up as a workaholic. Every single one. Like, I'm sorry that you have to have a job.
I know.
Why are you so obsessed with going to work? Calm down.
Mine always get the like the things where they're like outdoors and they'll be annoyed when they're stuck indoors. But they'll live in a micro home and spend nearly all of their time outdoors, and it'll be like, oh my God, I'm so bored of being indoors. And I'm like, you're literally not. You haven't been indoors all day. What the fuck is your problem? So they're just it's just broken, basically. Yeah. That's my issue, is it's fucking broken. And there's no excuse because it was broken from the day it came out.
Yeah.
Loads of those lifestyles don't work.
It's not my fave.
Some of the lifestyles are cool though. I don't mind those. But the main reason why I want that pack is for the counters. It's got countertops. They've got shelves in.
Yeah, it does have very nice countertops. I will give you that.
If you want to do some sexy cluttering,
yeah. We did get 2 new deaths in that pack.
Did we?
We did. We got Death by Vending Machine.
Vending Machine, of course.
Which
I like
is one of my favorites. And then there's also technically, now I don't think I've ever done this death because you have to be at Mount Komorebi. It's death falling from heights. So like when you're rock climbing, you can fall and die.
Oh, I've done rock climbing, but I've never died.
Yeah. There's also thunder snowstorms. That's a thing.
Oh.
We have the bathhouse.
That's cool.
Which is a new lot style. We have the new career, the salary person career, which is, it's a career.
I don't understand. I think that must be like, maybe that's a cultural thing that I don't get.
I think that's what that is.
But I'm fine with that. I want more cultural things that I don't understand, please.
Yeah.
And not just because they're American or Pacific Northwest.
That job, I will say, does get a lot of like pop-ups. Like you're going to karaoke with your coworkers afterward. Like there's a lot of different like pop-ups to like make you stay at work longer or leave early. So I think that's kind of cool, but I don't play it all that often. There are 2 new aspirations in this pack. We got the Extreme Sports Enthusiast and the Mount Komorebi Sightseer.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's basically just do the things that are in this pack.
I don't so much mind those aspirations, I must admit.
Yeah.
Because if you could see it like, okay, if you wanted to be the Mount Komorebi Sightseer, that seems to me like you live in another place and you go to... Say, like, I went to Japan on holiday.
Yeah.
I would have a very strict list of things I wanted to achieve because that's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I'm not going to... Like, it's going to be so expensive and so far away to go to Japan. It's not going to be a thing I do often. So I'm going to be like, I want to tick off these things. I want to see this, and I want to do this, and I want to buy this. So, like, that kind of aspiration, like, I like that. Because it's like, okay, if you went on holiday there, or if you just moved there, you might want to achieve all these things, and then you can move on to something else.
I get that.
Some of them, the beach bum one that came with island living.
Oh, God. Eat a coconut.
Eat a coconut, get a sunburn. I'm like, fuck off. But then some of them are really hard, like earn gold on a carver party. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've done that aspiration.
We got the new skills, the skiing, the snowboarding, the rock climbing.
Oh, honestly, it's pretty, though. It's a pretty pack.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I like the build by. The CAS is almost entirely ski wear. Yeah. And I'm like, nah. They also missed a trick, I feel, with like lodge things. Like they could have done, they could have had more like, ooh, visiting the lodge, really fancy and luxurious. But I guess maybe that doesn't fit in with the Japanese vibe. But if you're going to have skiing, I feel like a ski lodge.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. But like, they had that in The Sims 1. The Sims 1 Vacation, or On Holiday as it was called in the UK, which I don't know why they bothered. We know what vacation means, but okay.
Right.
That was awesome. Because it had like skiing and it was like Scandinavian, like Northern European vibes, and had yodeling in the songs. But then there was also the tropical side where you'd go to like the beach holiday, and they were in the same pack. And that's why Vagina Pineapple, if you've heard that song, is like this. What?
No.
You know what that song is. It's not called that. Vagina pineapple, vagina pineapple, vagina.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What is wrong with you, Renee? I thought you played The Sims 1. Come on. Okay.
I didn't get expansion packs for The Sims 1 because my mom did not understand that they were part of the game that I already owned. She thought they were a new game, and it was, you had Sims at home. So I'm not buying you that because you already have The Sims.
You didn't borrow it off a friend and then buy the next one?
None of my friends played. None of my friends had a computer.
But you were older than me. You could have bought them yourself, surely.
No, I was like 12.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, I didn't really. I think I had like Live and Large and Hot Date.
Holy shit.
And that was it. That was all I had.
Okay,
for Sims 1.
I'm going to hook you up soon. Does that mean you never had Making Magic?
I don't think that I did, but I wouldn't have wanted it anyway because I don't do
fucking table flipping right now. That is the best pack that has ever existed for any Sims game.
I don't do a cult. Not a fan.
Oh my god, no, it's so good. It had a fairground. Oh, it was so good. You could go on a roller coaster. There were fairies and zombie. Oh my god, it was the best. It was the best.
No.
Anyway.
So Snowy Escape, I would put it a D.
Yeah, just chuck it down there. I'm not bothered. Yeah. I literally only wanted that pack for the counters that it came with, and if that was a kit, I would have just got that. Yeah, it's just it's another one of the. I feel like it's similar to Eco Lifestyle, where if that type of gameplay doesn't speak to you, then there's no reason for you to get it. I have never once in my life been like, oh, I wish I could take my Sims skiing. Yeah, no, not a single time. No. Never. I want, the things that are missing from the game still, like bands. Yeah. I want a band. Yeah. I've been in bands. I won Battle of the Bands when I was at school. Oh, good for you. Yeah, bitch. Proud of you. We sang comedy songs. My friend played the piano and I sang. It was very weird. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. It wasn't a cool band. We were called The Individuals. Of course you were. Which was funny because there were two of us. And that's why it was funny. Anyway. All right. So 2021, we got Cottage Living. Cottage living.
Cottage living.
Right up
Cottage
to
living
S.
was it's a good one.
It is a very, very good
It's
one.
very good.
I mean, I am so biased, though.
A lot of people at that point had been asking. I know you are, but a lot of people wanted a farming pack, and we finally got a farming pack.
Farming. I love farming in The Sims.
I was when they announced it, I was like, ugh, I don't want it.
I know you were.
I don't want it. I want nothing to do with it. And then I got it, and honestly, it's a really great pack.
It's really lovely. I'm surprised that you went that into it as well, especially because you are into like the kind of normal life gameplay.
I feel like normal life is like not owning a farming.
What's weird is that, like, around where I live, you're more likely to own some sort of farm animal than not, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
No.
If I like got chickens, my neighbors would literally murder us.
Up until very recently, our upstairs neighbours, because I'm in a flat, had chickens in the back garden of our like joint garden. They had chickens and ducks out there and roosters.
No.
Yeah, you can just wander down the road and you'll be like at a farm and like I can hear cows when I'm going to sleep sometimes.
No.
When they're freaking out.
No. I live across the street from a gas station, so
it's a lot easier to find a cow than it is to find petrol where I live.
Yeah, no. I like that. But I play this pack all the time.
Love it.
I use a lot of this stuff.
Love the world and love the casts. Oh, I mean, at that time, cottagecore was kind of on the way out, but you can't say no to a bit of cottagecore.
No, you can't.
Cottagecore is timeless, let's be honest. So there are issues with the animals that you can have, but I like it. I love having chickens. It's great fun.
I really like the canning. Like the canning and crafting with the wool and like I like the simple living lot challenge where you have to like have everything in your inventory. So like it's really just about you like growing things that you need to be able to eat, which I think is really fun.
I did rags to riches in Henford-on-Bagley. I had a lot that just had a pond on it. And that was like her house. That because she was homeless at the time, but like the lot was just a pond. And then she kind of built her house there. Very, very cute. She got a farm. She started off just like planting things, and then she started getting chickens, and eventually she got a cow. But she had the simple living lot trait and off the grid, and I would have her go to the market to go to like Agnes and her cousin, sister
Agatha.
Yes, Agatha, thank you, couldn't remember her name, and buy the fruit and veg that you can buy from her. And that would be like the only thing that she could grow. And I was like trying to do every single thing in the game, like all of the different fruit and stuff. And it's really fun because when you go there, they have a different random selection of things from other packs.
Yes.
So sometimes you'll be able to get like the catnip from Cats and Dogs, and I love the farming mechanics in this game. I always have done before Cottage Living came in, and then when they added that, I was like, and they've got like the golden chicken and the evil chicken.
Yeah, they got the fair
foxes,
and
the bunnies.
The new death types. You got death by chicken, death by rabbit. This pack is great, honestly. I think this is an S tier for me.
Can we pop it up to S? Thank you very much. I'm so glad that you agree.
Yeah. No, it's a wonderful pack. It's very fun. Obviously, if this is not your type of gameplay, then don't get it. But if it's not your type of gameplay, it might be when you start playing it, honestly.
It combines well with kind of family gameplay and that kind of thing. And especially if you're going to do like, the eco lifestyle off the grid type thing.
Yep, they go really well together.
And you can sell your animals for various things in this game, just to let you know. You can sell them for money. You can sell them for objects, like resources that you might need. Or you can sell them for meat.
You can't slaughter them, though.
You cannot slaughter them, but you essentially...
But you can at the same time.
which I'm like, the meat wall creeps me out, but killing my own cow.
Yeah, the meat wall is a little weird.
So, and I think it's kind of like, it's cottagecore, it's like back to... kind of hippie-ish. I love it.
Yeah, it's a great pack. 10 out of 10, in my opinion. And then in 2022, we got high school years, which again, I know is not your favorite, but I love it. I love it. I think it's great. I love the school packs. I don't know what it is about a school pack that really gets me going, but it
bothered me so much, honestly. I was really like, I wasn't thinking it was going to be my favorite thing in the world, but I was going to play it.
Yeah.
And I just found it really irritating. I was just like, this is just,
I don't know.
The gameplay is just pissing me off.
I don't know. I just really like it. And I think it adds a lot of things to even when you're not playing high school, even if you're just playing like a teenager. Like I do like prom, despite the fact that it happens way too fucking often.
I've never been.
That's annoying. I like prom. I think it's a lot of fun. I love the little like pier area that has like the Ferris wheel and like your teen Sims can go hang out down there. That's really fun. They can mess around in like the little cuddle carts and everything. I think that's super cute.
Can they go on rides?
Yeah.
Okay, I might have to actually look at this properly.
Yeah, they can go on the Ferris wheel. They go in the cuddle cart. They go on all sorts of things.
Cuddle carts.
Yeah, the cuddle carts.
Lol.
I like the whole crush system where like your Sim will meet another Sim and be like, oh my God, I have such a crush on that Sim. I think that's fun.
I didn't even know that was part of it.
Oh my God, it's adorable.
Okay, I'll tell you what happened to me. It was Star Wars Day, so May the 5th. Mm-hmm. No, May the 4th. Duh. Yeah. May the 4th be with you. And I started playing the Journey to Batuu pack with my Super Sim.
Yep.
And was the most annoyed that I've probably ever been with The Sims. So that didn't go very well. And I was like, okay, well, when High School Years comes out, because I was doing my Super Sim on Twitch, and then I was like, okay, when High School Years comes out, I am going to take the daughter that my Sim self has. I'm going to age her up to a teen. It'll be about the right time. And then she'll go to high school. And I was really expecting it to be fun for that specifically.
Yeah.
Even though I wouldn't choose to that necessarily. And I was so disappointed. I was like, I did not have very high expectations anyway. But the lessons, you just sit down for a bit and then you move. And then, like, lunch is twice as long as any of the lessons, and it doesn't make any sense.
Well, I think lunch has to be longer than the lessons because there's, like, stuff that you need to do during lunch that you're controlling your Sim and asking your Sim to do, as opposed to the lessons where you're just supposed to be sitting and learning.
But why wouldn't they make the lessons more interactive in some way? I don't understand. Like,
well, because they're stupid and they don't do that stuff.
Surely if it's a school pack, the lessons should be more important than the lunchtime.
They should. But, like, also, you can, like, get up in the middle of your lesson and leave and like get detention because you're caught outside of your classroom and oh shit, now I have to stay after school because I was caught. And you can like prank the whiteboard while there's nobody in the classroom, or you can have your teacher walk in and catch you and get detention. I think those are fun. That's a fun thing.
I think the reason some packs feel like things are happening beyond your control and you have to like, oh whoa, what's happening? I have to make the Sim's life work around all of these obstacles. And like having like chickens and stuff doing crazy shit. Like that's the kind of thing that I'm like, oh no,
yeah,
crazy stuff's happening. Somebody's died. And then some packs are like, you can act out that your Sim does this. And I'm like, no.
See, that's more for me. That's more for me.
What's the fucking point? I might as well just get a little doll and go, oh, she's going to go to the shops. La 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 la, she went to the shops. I want something to happen to her at the shops that makes me go, fuck, how do I solve this situation? This is hilarious and crazy and fun.
No, I want to be God. I want to be in charge of everything. I want to micromanage the shit out of my Sims. So this is for me.
But I don't get it.
I don't know. It's just what I like. I love all the teen aspirations. We got 4 new teen aspirations with this that are all
really?
Yeah.
They're
they're all specific to teens. There's Drama Llama, Goal Oriented, Live Fast, and Admired Icon, because we also got the Simfluencer and the video game streamer job.
Oh,
so there's those. There's
okay. Well, I've missed out on that.
Yeah, there's 3 new traits. I love the overachiever trait. That's one of the best traits in my opinion because you get a skill gain from it.
Oh, I haven't actually looked into those.
You also have party animal and socially awkward.
Oh,
there's the entrepreneur skill, which isn't that great, but it's there. There's 2 new deaths in this pack that are specific to teenagers. There's the death by stink capsule. So if you're pranking someone's locker, you can accidentally set the stink capsule off in your face and it'll kill your Sim.
Oh my god.
And then there's death by urban myth, where something will like come out of a mirror and kill you.
What?
It's like Bloody Mary.
Have you done that one yet?
Yeah.
Have you done it on Murder Gauntlet?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I missed
have.
that.
Yeah, you missed it, apparently.
Oops.
There's the thrift store, which I think is super awesome. I love that.
Yeah, I haven't really looked into that. Thrift stores, the concept of that in general confuses me as a human. Because over here we have charity shops.
Yeah.
Where if you want to buy secondhand stuff, it's stuff that's been donated and then you give the money to a charity.
Yeah.
To then have
That's
that
a thrift
thing.
store. Most of the time. No. Some of them are for profit, but most of them are not profit.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I thought it was just Goodwill that was like the thing, but everything else was just old shit.
No, a lot of thrift stores are going to be like associated with like churches.
Okay. Maybe that doesn't confuse me as much then.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this thrift store and bubble tea store, this is not a charity shop.
So that to me wouldn't be a thrift store. That would be a vintage shop.
But it's not really vintagey. Is it really vintagey clothes? I don't know. Maybe it is. We don't know it. We use the word thrift store. That's just what we call them all. So,
but like they're expensive secondhand stuff.
Depends on where you're going. Are you going to like an antique mall or are you going to like a Salvation Army?
In The Sims, it's like fashionable, crazy, cool stuff, isn't it?
It changes. It changes every time you go in. There's new clothes added all the time.
Okay, yeah. I've never been there. I don't know whether or not I can make an opinion, but I think the fact that I have never felt the desire to explore it, whereas I've done virtually everything you can in like cottage living, I think that speaks to a lot of
that's fair.
The quality of the pack, or maybe
I think there's just a lot of stuff because we also got Social Bunny and Trendy, which are the two new social media apps that came in this one.
Yeah,
you could do pillow fights now, which is kind of fun. We got body hair.
Yeah.
Cheerleading is super fun.
Again, not a thing that is... Cheerleading's not really a thing over here. You can do cheerleading, but you have to go to a cheerleading club. Schools don't have it.
This is a very, very Americanized high school situation, for sure.
I mean, for a start, I didn't go to high school.
Yeah.
Right. Answer me this. Did you enjoy high school?
Did you enjoy high school?
Did you?
Did I?
Personally,
yes.
as a human?
Yeah.
You had a good time?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy college?
I went to a community college, so I didn't have like a social aspect to college. I went to class and I went home.
But did you enjoy it?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I'd say I'm very neutral about college. I went to class and I went home. I commuted.
Okay.
So I didn't really have I don't have college friends. You know what I mean? Like I didn't live there.
Right. I feel like this makes sense because school was fucking dreadful. Mm-hmm. I never want to relive that in my entire life. Fuck that shit. And uni was the second most stressful experience of my life after being at school.
Yeah.
I don't need to recreate those things. I've done that. It was dreadful and horrible. And I have some good memories, of course. Everybody does at some point. But generally, it was shite, and I don't want to do that again. What I want to do is want to be a magic witch with potions. That's what I want to do.
Okay, that's fair.
And it sucks that I can't do that.
All right, I will allow it.
I want to be magic.
I will allow it.
I don't need to recreate that time of my life.
I wouldn't put high school years at S tier. I would put it at A tier for me, but I know you would not.
I will accept it at B.
At B? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then we came to the final expansion pack, Growing Together, which just came out recently.
I don't really know.
So Growing Together is not one that I wanted. It's not one that I was looking forward to. I feel like it's all of the things that didn't get integrated into the other expansion packs. I feel like that's what Growing Together is. All the family things that they couldn't find a spot for in another pack, they put into Growing Together.
Yeah.
You know? Like infants is really kind of the biggest selling point of this pack, but infants are also base game.
Yeah.
But if you want to do anything with your infants, you really do need Growing Together. So there's that. I think it added a lot of good stuff for like child sims. Which is nice.
I haven't looked into it much yet, but I'm assuming that because I'm just, I've gone up to children on my 7 toddler challenge thing.
Yeah.
So they will presumably be doing a lot of that stuff. And I've given them the new aspirations, which is fun.
love the new aspirations. I think the new aspirations are great. I like the burnout feature and like the midlife crisis. I think that's kind of fun.
I've seen them. I haven't had them yet, but they look cool. Apparently they happen a bit too often though.
They do happen a little bit too often. But I like them. I think they're fun. I like the self-discovery kind of stuff. Like I like all of the things about this pack. I just feel like I don't know. I don't understand why these things weren't just in other packs, I think. I don't know.
Money?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm complaining about because it's a good pack. I like playing it. I've been using it a lot.
I'll tell you also about high school years as well. The build buy is fucking stunning.
I love the build buy in high school, yeah.
Oh!
I love the build buy in Growing Together. The build buy is great.
I haven't really paid attention to it much. I haven't noticed
very
anything.
Nice.
I need to have a look.
It's very nice.
I'm not the kind of person that I get a bit allergic to things when they come out, and I know that's very weird. So just before Cottage Living came out, I was doing loads of fairy tale builds on YouTube, and I was doing basically they were all cottages or castles, like that was just the thing.
Yeah.
But then when Cottage Living came out, everybody was making cottages, and I went, oh no, I can't do it. I want to stay away. It just freaks. I don't know what it is. It freaks me out. I don't like the fact that it would be compared to everybody else, or I'd be stealing ideas or something, and it's just my mind is oversaturated with that concept, so I stay away from it. So I very rarely do a build with a new thing that comes out unless I really, really care about it, or I'm not really engaging with other people's content at the time.
That's fair.
The 2 new kits that came out, I'm doing a build right now. My own gameplay. I'm building with those. Yeah. I made an old lady who's like my grandma.
That's cute.
And I'm making a little house. But yeah, I have no idea what comes with high school years. No,
Growing Together. I feel like
I keep getting them mixed up as well. They seem really similar to me.
I feel like all of these features, so like the burnout, the random layoffs, the midlife crisis, the workplace rivals, those could have all come with Get to Work. Children learning to ride bicycles, children losing their baby teeth, childhood confidence, that kind of stuff. That could have all come with the kids stuff pack.
Or parenthood.
Or parenthood. Family dynamics could have come with parenthood.
Absolutely.
Friendship bracelets could have come with Get Together. Infant and toddler quirks could have come with infants could have come with parenthood. Self-discovery could have come with really anything. That's just kind of a very generalized type of thing.
What is the self-discovery thing? I don't even know. What is it?
Self-discovery is like a sim will gain new traits or change existing traits. Like you'll get a pop-up if they do something often enough. That could have come with anything. Social compatibility totally could have come with Get Together.
Yep.
Temporary stayovers could have probably also come with Get Together. The recreation center, that could have come with Get Together. Like all of these things are it just seems like baby shower, family reunion, slumber party. Slumber party could have come with high school years. We got pillow fights.
I know.
Why didn't we get slumber parties?
Maybe they were planning that and then they waited.
Baby shower. Why didn't we get it with parenthood?
The thing is that is the unfortunate thing is that The Sims is owned by one of the biggest games companies in the world. And their goal is to make money. I'm not saying...
Which I totally get. I get it. It's a company and they want to make money. But all of these things just feel like leftovers from other packs.
I mean, yeah. And there's a few things that are... A lot of the items that came with Growing Together that were for infants... that match things from the base game, I can see why people are annoyed that they didn't come with the base game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we should have had a changing table with the base game. It's ridiculous that there isn't one. Yeah, can I just say?
No, totally agree.
When you've got the base game on a PC or a Mac and you can get custom content, it's great. I had loads and loads of custom content before I started getting all the packs. Yeah. Because it's free. But if you've got it on a console... That sucks because you can't have custom content, and then you got to pay. I got to pay like 40 quid to have the expansion, so I can have a changing table.
Yeah, that's insane.
No,
I feel like Growing Together, like I said, it's just everything that they forgot to put in other packs.
And this is why I'm looking forward to the new games that are coming from indie studios.
Yeah, I agree.
And I know that like Paralives is indie. Yeah. Life by You is Paradox, which. They're still an indie studio, but they're just not as small.
No, not even close.
No. They're quite a big indie studio, but they're not one of like the big, the AAAs. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to those guys because I think that they will incorporate a bit more of what the users want to see in updates. And I think you can already see that from other games from these companies. Yeah. So I don't know about Paralives. They don't have anything else. That's just them.
No. But yeah, we don't know much about Paralives yet. I feel like people are putting a little too much faith in Paralives, let's give it a minute, okay?
I know more about Life by You than I know about Paralives, I swear. Because
the thing that Paralives did really wrong is they announced way too early.
Oh, yeah, they did. Oh,
way too early into development, because we're all kind of disillusioned with them at this point, which is sad, because if they would have just announced, like 6 months to a year before at least an early access came out, rather than like 3 to 5 years before we see really anything.
Yeah, people don't realize how long it takes to make a game, and then they're disappointed and irritated when it's not there yet.
Yeah.
And that's not the Paralives team's fault. It's hard. Making a game takes a really, really long time. And especially when, like, if you're going to make like a platformer or something, which I have plans to do at some point, you can kind of like get kind of kits and stuff like together on like the Unity store and stuff that like will help you put that thing together, because the concept of it already exists, of the mechanics of the game. You can kind of like copy and paste a little bit of that sort of thing, because it's a thing that's existed for 35 years, 40 years. But when it comes to making a life simulator, there's no like sandbox that you can do that in already. Like, that's what the fuck is that? So yeah, I mean, you gotta make everything from scratch, and no wonder that would be an absolute, like, I would not know where to start. I mean, I'm not a game dev, so I don't know where to start anyway, really, but I know.
And there's only so much you can include in the beginning without it being just overinflated and too many things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or you're destined to fail if you're trying to do too much at once, which I do question whether or not they're trying to do too much at once already. But I guess we will see, and I'm looking forward to it.
Find out. But growing together, as much as I think it's the leftovers of all the other packs, I do think that it's a good pack and it adds a lot of things into your gameplay. I would put it at a B.
Okay, I'd be happy with that.
Okay.
I can't do that because it's not on this list.
Okay, well.
But we can write it on your list. There it is.
Yeah, so we've got 2 S tier packs, and they are Get to Work and Cottage Living. Yeah. Makes sense. Then we have 1 A tier pack, and it's Discover University. And I really had to talk you into that one. But I did it. I fought for my life, and I managed to get it up there. We have a couple Bs. We have Seasons at a B. We have Get Famous at a B. We've got Eco Lifestyle at a B. We got High School Years at a B, and Growing Together at a B.
You see, almost all of these are ones that you like that I dislike, that I would shufty way down.
I know you would.
Get Famous, I do not think should be B.
Looking at it with the other ones, I'm thinking it needs to move down.
I think so. Personally, I think that Cats and Dogs should move up.
I mean, I can agree to that, but I still don't like Cats and Dogs, so we can put Cats and Dogs at a B.
Yeah.
But I think Get Famous down.
Yeah, move that down.
So then at a C, we have City Living.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that one, I don't know, looking at the rest of these C's, we can't put City Living and Island Living in the same category.
I don't know. I prefer Island Living.
All right, so maybe they can be in the same category.
Yeah.
So we have City Living and Island Living. And then we have Famous. Only 2 in a D tier, and that is Get Together and Snowy Escape.
Yeah.
I feel like that all makes sense.
Snowy Escape is just not a necessity. You just do not need it for your game.
Yeah. And Get Together, I feel like it doesn't have enough to be an expansion pack.
When you compare it to Get to Work being right up the top, there's no question. Like, there's no excuse for how old it is for being shit. Like,
no, you went from Get to Work to... If it came out Get Together and then Get to Work, maybe I'd put it a little bit higher.
Yeah, but no.
You came out with Get to Work, and then in the same year you came out with Get Together, and they're vastly different quality.
The amount of content in Get to Work is phenomenal when you compare it to future packs. Like, now you're getting quite a lot in your expansions. But back in the day, you didn't get that much content.
No. And City Living, or Get to Work, sorry. I don't know why those 2 in my brain. I feel like they should just be the same pack. That was it. That's our expansion pack list. We did a good job.
There aren't actually that many of them. We're going to have to be a bit quicker on the other ones. But I guess there's less to talk.
Yeah, we got to stay on topic is the problem.
Not ideal. Not easy for us.
But so that was our expansion pack talk. I hope everyone learned a little something, and everyone goes out and buys Discover University now that you know it's not a shit pack.
And, let us know what you think if you completely disagree with everything we've said, or if you're like, no, I'm Team Katie on that one, or I'm Team Renee on that one.
Yeah, let us know who has the better opinions.
We like comments.
We do.
We don't, because you don't get comments on all of the podcasty places, and we would like
only when it's on YouTube.
And I don't see them because it's not my channel, and I don't go look, which I probably could.
Fair. All right. Well, now we have to end again. This is like the worst part of the podcast every single time.
Why don't we go like 3, 2, 1, bye?
Okay. All right. You ready?
Yeah. Ready.
You count. You count down.
Okay.
You count. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Bye. End.